stepping Razer, the art of war. So, say, this lady we're going to bring on, if she do have something to say, she not going to say it. And every time I ask her to come to talk on the program, more time she just shun it up. But when I see she enthusiastic to come on, I say, well, I have to bring her on, because something inside her burn, and if she it don't make sure we leave the burn, it will burn me too. So I say, all right, we're going to talk, and we'll talk about Jackie. Good afternoon, Jackie. I don't know why I tell you good afternoon, but man at the same house. All right, so I see you come home and very enthusiastic. Why you want to talk on the program? What spur you at this moment to want to talk?
All right, it's two things, from the other morning. Remember when I get up early and I was vexed about something I said on Facebook. What it was a sister mentioning it had to do with the Bob Marley beach issue. And somebody make a comment and say, on Facebook and say, like if we were thinking smart, if we were thinking wisely, as Rastafarians, the land next door were blocking the people them could have been owned by Rasta people since the Bob Marley beach and it out there a long time. So when she write that down on Facebook, a friend of mine who is
the land next door, what?
No, the same land that's causing the issue now.
Yeah.
Where the people them own and go and build up the hotel.
Yeah.
If we were forward-thinking, that could have been owned.
If we didn't have the money.
No, wait, no, me get it. Wait, we have the money. The money there. We'll tell you where it's going to come from. They would have been forward-thinking. Rasta could have did own that. Mm. Now, when she mentioned that, a friend of mine, who is a friend and almost a family and close friend of mine, make a comment, a sarcastic comment and say, who are going to pay for it? Who would have paid for it? So right away, that person was trying to say that Rasta can't buy nothing. All right, say for the last how many years I've been saying to you how we don't own nothing really. We don't own a bus station, we don't own a post office, we don't own a gas station, we don't own a hospital, we own a school. I've been on to you with that, and I had to give up that for a while because so and so forth. And I did even say to you one time, say, boy, we could have a Rasta resort, a Rasta hotel where Rasta families could go and spend holiday and have them know them diet safe and know that the environment is right and all of that. Well, that was just my little passion. So I leave it aside. But the other morning, me wake up vexed when me hear my friends say, who are going to pay for that? No, I don't think I want to be part of a set of people who can't buy what they want, who have to live off other people. Me have that thing about me. Me supposed to can own where they want to. So me stay. So now what I saying to myself, I'm sure that out there is 40 Rasta that can find $1 million. Nobody can tell me that. There's 40 Rastafari man, businessman and entertainers that can find $1 million. At a $40 million.
That was US dollar.
No, me not talk about me talking about Jamaican dollar,
Oh, yeah, well.
But $40 million is a lot of money still in Jamaica. Over there where that place is where Bob Marley place was, that land over there was about $4 million last year. Or year before, because I go check on piece of land out there, which was 65,000 Jamaican, and since the road go up, them say 65,000 US. So them just moved it, them just use a different name with the same sound. So if something was $10 million Jamaican over there, is now 10 million US. So 15 years ago, or how much years ago, that was you could have buy it. So, but right now, today as we speak, let's raise it from 40 Rasta. Let's find 100 Rasta. 100 Rasta can't find $1 million within the diaspora. Even if it's 100, even if the Rasta family have one Rasta family have a scammer cousin, he can find $1 million to create a business, to create a group of companies, to open a bank. Create a bank so it can be multi-purpose. The bank can go in a real estate bank and do loans, even for Rasta. But so we don't have this thing about coming together. We have a problem with that. You understand? The biggest company in Jamaica, one of the biggest group of company was one little man who was an accountant, who would know somebody who had a travel agency. He know somebody who did have an insurance company. I can't name the company now. He know somebody who did have an industry where they make cheese and butter out of the boulevard. He know somebody who was a kill pig and a sell and a make ham in a Portland, in a Sablamar. And the question going on, 52 different people. the man got together and create a group of companies, which is the biggest company in Jamaica now. I used to work there, so I know. And it's just this little man who him dead and couldn't drive. He never know if he drive. All he know if he do was add up. He was an accountant, and he got the group of people together. Lo and behold, a lot of these people were quarter Chinese, half Indian, half white, and 1 or 2 black. You understand? And I'm wondering now if that could be our problem. Whereas the people of black people we don't trust each other for do certain things. Because I don't see why we can't do that. I don't see why we can't do that. You know, so that was the first thing that pissed me off, sorry to use that word, that messed me up the other morning. When I said that, you forgive me for using that word, but whatever. So that is really what got me upset. That I'm saying it is so easy to do, it's so worldwide, it's easy to do. The second thing now, so we're talking about the group of companies, and we're going to come right back to that. The second thing that what got me upset is that I gave somebody a drive the other morning who is we call it what do you call the people at school now, the guardian, them take care of the children, like them is not a teacher, but them is the one that the kids go to if them have problems and all of that.
Guidance counselor.
Right, guidance counselor. Yeah. And we were talking about the school problem, the one with the dumpy. Oberlin, yeah. Oberlin, who's been going on with Oberlin is like a perverted school. They've been having sex with each other from before Jesus and the devil comes, and then better go find out what's going on up there. That is what they need for go to find a sex therapist, because the children have been something of them food that is going on. Anyway, put that aside. So I said to the man, tell me something. You can explain to me why on career day all the youth them can watch it, over the years you hardly see the pilot again. You used to see pilot, doctor, fireman, this right. Why 80% of the youth them now want to be police. So what he said to me was that I thought it was because them like the idea of having guns, because kids, little boys and so love guns and things. He said no, it's because the way the system set, the people, the mother, the parents them realize that they will never be able to send them youth to a university if them not have a certain level. They will never be able to afford to pay them to go to university. So what them don't know, the police is the easiest thing to find a word called profession. A profession, police or soldier. So you don't need as much as you need to go to university. So that is what making the youth them want to be police. No, nothing wrong with police. But it don't make no sense for police if the same people who disrespecting the police them in them environment want them picking to be police. Because up to today a while ago, somebody did something up the road and the woman them nearly killed the policeman. And the youth was guilty. So now the same woman them want them pick the turn police, and them same one are going and kill police and stone police. Man, no police not so nice, but them is law officers, and there's a law in this country. So now the police thing don't make no sense. So what that mean now is the youth them going out of work. So I'm going back now to the group of companies. Every youth, every child that's born on earth has a gift of some sort. And if he does not have the gift, his mother and his father have it. Because the mother and father survive, so they must do something. All them have to do is pass it on to them youth. Baking, cooking, washing, whatever, pass it on to them youth. Each child have its own gift. And it's the same, when them grow big, it's the same friend them grow big, and the same friend them can turn them thing into the group of companies that I'm talking about. And I'm going to call the name of the company called Grace Kennedy and Company Limited. It started like that. So all the youth them can, same with them can do that. As, I meet a woman there, and the woman can't wash. Me, I say nobody can wash like that. And I said to her, so what you do? What you doing? She said, boy, I wash, but I want. I said, lady, you know that Chinese people have a thing called Chinese laundry, where one shirt about 5,000 for wash, and iron and deliver. You have a thing called Chinese laundry, which is a designer laundry, It's not the laundry,
Yeah, well, most of the Chinese them come on and it's laundry them.
But the thing is, no, it's not just laundry. The Chinese laundry is a cut above every other laundry. Yeah. So if that woman is instead of teaching her son to go wash clothes because no girl not going to take care of him, instead of teaching them from that perspective, set up, it's a laundromat that right away. So you find this one. So what I'm just saying is that we're busy looking at other people to feed us. University, which is a mess. University can't put on nobody. And team doctor and lawyer right now, I'm coming out to university. They have to look at the hustling. They have to look hustling. So what you create, what we're afraid of essentially, I think, Muta, is that if you have your $1 million, and I have my $1 million, we have two friends, and so we say, okay, we could put $5 million. It's like we're afraid to know what going to the million. What you do, if you have all this money, you group together, you get a stranger that's an accountant, a top accountant. As a matter of fact, one of your friends might just scamming because they're the brightest people I ever see. And by the way, scamming is not a profession, it's an opportunity. So anybody want to scam, hurry up and put it in something, because the scamming soon go out of style like ganja in the days of the 80s. So all the scammers take on the money and put it into something and we wash it and turn it into something decent. So anyway, go back to that. You can get somebody who you don't know all on it, no, not just a common person, and they can be the person in charge of the company. And you have board meetings, simple. And this don't have to be no big uptown brown people. This is regular little people in the village. Just like you have partner draw, you can set up your business them like that. You know?
It's ironical that in the ghetto, them have partner draw and everybody get them draw. But that is almost like what you talk about.
Yeah, but the
come
bank,
together with your money,
yeah, but
and you save your money by make other people. It's like what you call where them have party. This one have one party and that's another party.
Yeah. Well, pretty much is what things say. We think say we have like a peanut vending mentality where we don't understand say the man will sell a peanut and the man will sell a drops. It's a business, and if you can put that business together, the partner draw is a bank, you know. Yeah. If you go right now, you know, you can start a bank. I don't know how much it is now, but I remember one time I did just a joke. My brother jokingly asked, it was a couple of years ago, and then say you have 20 million, you can start your own bank, you know. You start your own bank, you lend money, you mortgage, whatever it is. But you have to think like that. You have to start thinking entrepreneur and business like China and Coolie people, Indian people. We're not working for nobody. We don't want to eat no China people garbage. We can start our own business. It's easy to start with. What it starts first is loving and trusting each other, you know. Yeah, and you're going to find thieves same way in the vibes, you know, but you're going to find business.
There's a trust factor going in Jamaica with black people in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know, trust one another to the point where, all right, may I go in. But the problem with it is that, you trust a banker in a partner draw to have the money. But if it come on to a bigger thing, you're not going to trust one another. You know, like, remember when the England them used to go foreign, like China. They never used to go to China, they used to go a manor go buy things. And a whole heap of them put together their money and go in a manor. You see them on the road all the while when we used to walk up and down to the foot. And them make one bulk buy it and come back. And then when them realize, but wait, we are buy the things them we see made in China. Why we not go to China? And them start again now and them now win bulk. People actually do that.
Yeah.
But the level where you are talking, I understand the level where you are talking.
You have to maintain. All right, you see what you have to pretty much do in that situation, right? Okay, it's like you're doing it's like you're doing the hot before you. It's like you're doing the hot before you do the cold. All right, so everybody go buy. Okay, nice. We buy a dress. We share the dress, but you have to embed it into the system. You have to get do it professional. You go to the business place in Jamaica where them have. You get this. You get lawyer, and you have a team of strangers set up to run your thing. Because you have the warehouse now, where you have the differences. Not you will not call the girl and I say, boy, Mr. String, I say, boy, I'm find 10 truck for you. You have a warehouse now where you set up that. And you have a warehouse now, you go sign off for your, you know, it's what you call it is organized, centralized, and be professional. It's not a cold supper shop we're running. We can run a business, and Jamaicans were given that. They were really actually given that, and them sell out the whole of the thing to China. So it's China own everything that we had. We're not in the abundance of water. Our food is thirsty, and right now I am seeing a thirst because I've seen millions of dollars. I hear Professor Knife said the other about the scammers. It's the most brilliant thing going on. The Nigerian come here and teach them, and they got them come first in them class in scamming. Jamaicans come first in them class in scamming. They are very bright.
You know the thing with it. We always mention on a program. I say a lot of the business them especially Montego Bay and surrounding areas, was started by man who used to sell drugs, and then become so big that now them is authority in the society against crime. The same people them who used to start as criminal, you know. Them now is authority against criminal, and them did come out, which is that you say now. A man who make some money off of some illegal thing. When him find himself in a certain portion of money, him should not try labor the thing, just come out of that and find a business where it's good and what's going on.
And then you have the same people now like we who did make the money same way, you know. You have the money same way, you know. You have the one them same like we, you know, like us who did make hope of money and them not know, you know. Because what those do, what certain people do, go right ahead and wash their money and rinse the money and put them business quick. Them things know if you're going to take the money away, waste the money now. If you make $10, you feel free to go buy some ackee for go sell. You just want to look for the $10. You understand? You have to take the money and you have to turn it. So I know that these opportunities given to you, whoever give it to you, whether what is luck or God or whatever you get this money now. No, says not a profession. It's not going to last. Money can't last that you're making quick. Yes, you have to take it and put it into something and make the money work for you. Yes, and that's what you do. You make your money work for you. And when you get old and crepey like me.
So you suggest once and one should have come together and get a lawyer or get somebody who's in finance.
Yeah.
Finance.
Yeah.
Most of we don't know nothing about finance.
Right,
so
yeah.
You get somebody who's in finance and then you structure it around that thing and see where you can, which business is best suited for the group.
Yeah, exactly.
The group
look at it now, look at it. Talk about the round robin and talk about the partner now. Check it now. Suppose it was a multi-million-dollar runnings. When I say everybody can put $1 million in us, so we're talking about a multi-million, I'm not about partner. Time come now for Rebel Salute. Or time come from Mutabaruka want to put on a big poetry festival. You can get your 10 million to put on your show, because it's in the bank. And then you put that back now, and then Rebel can get his one next February to put on Rebel Salute. And wouldn't have to go to she wouldn't have to go to all of these name brands. The same brown people that we're having a problem with, we're going to them and begging them to lend me money. You understand? What I'm just saying is that it's a very easy thing. It's no big science. It's no brain thing. Because I mean, this thing come to me and I'm not. I don't want to tell you how much I come to my class when I used to go to school. I don't want to tell nobody that because I'm gonna laugh. But
nobody that laugh.
Everybody come. When I call Woolman,
the brightest person is not the one who come out the best. Sometimes it's the one who never have nothing. And then him crawl and know almost of them big companies in America. And some people will never really start with nothing really.
Well, I'm just saying the big company name I called a while ago was a little brethren.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Him just fried chicken good. No, him just no.
I eat it, you will become billionaire.
And guess what? He fried a lovely chicken.
Yeah.
That's why if you can do a good washing, you can bake a good bread.
Yeah.
If you got as a matter of fact, these schools now going back to the school, the career day now.
Yeah.
Career day, they should make the children. Let's see what you can make if you're doing a business. Let's all do career day today. This year, career day is based only on entrepreneurship.
Right.
Let's have a career year this year that is based on entrepreneurship. Let's see what business you would do and have these little children come in. You'll be surprised now them all show you something that you didn't even know say could do.
All right, we'll take a break and come forward. Yeah, we're talking how to deal with this idea of business amongst young people. And where we really intend to do or want to do. And
not necessarily young people. It's young people and Rasta to set the example to the young people.
All right. So we're going to come forward.
Yeah,
we just say it is 4 o'clock. Okay. So we're talking about certain things and so Jackie I give suggestions what is possible in at this time, based off how far we are going. And I used to mention the argument that when the guidance counselor asks the youth them what they want to be, them say police, right? And that is really interesting because most of the youth them will come from country and come to town, them don't have the education to put them in a real serious job. I mean, as a police are not a serious job, but one would not want to be a police if them didn't have that educational ability to do something else.
May I come in?
Yeah.
Yes, it has nothing to do with educational ability, What it has to do is the finance, you know which it is? My granddaughter's college fee is $40,000 US. You understand? What it is that the parents are saying that the money, that their kids don't have the aptitude, they're not educated, they don't have the money to attend a proper university.
Yeah.
So what you also have is these little fake university things coming up to grab these people who they can't offer you anything. In other words, they don't know to assess whether they don't are bright. So the real university that people want the children to go, they can't afford to go. So to feel like you have a profession, it's the word profession. It's like if you make it feel important, It's like in church when you have elder in church, mean like you're prime minister. Well. So profession, in the ghetto, profession is a big word. So my profession is a lawyer, not my business. not my quest for money.
Okay.
You understand?
That's what I say. There's a difference between having a business and not being a professional, or being a professional and don't have no business.
So what they've done is make you feel like the profession, make you feel important. So all these little mothers want them children to be a professional. Yeah. What's your profession? It's a word. It's a simple word that has made people, where the Chinaman just want making money and doing bam thing. The China doing business with profession.
Yeah, business with business.
And intelligence.
Business
and intelligence. You can do reading, writing, arithmetic. Yeah. After 12 years old, you don't need nothing else unless you're going to be rich and can go to university and be a
politician.
Or a scientist or something, a politician. Well, or you're slick. I don't want to call the word, because the politician is equivalent to the word that people don't like people to call, that starts with S, because it's not no different. Yeah, the politician is no different than the S people.
Yeah.
Right. It's just that it's accepted, because it's a long you're coming from in the 18th century. So it's the same tricking people. Tricking. S is the other word for tricking. Yeah. You know? Right.
Okay. All right. So where we go from here, so now, in terms of, for instance, now the same youth, the mother in the ghetto and thing where have a youth and she come up. And she, which a whole heap of them is young mothers, them don't have no profession as country, them don't have a business. So them on a hustling vibe. Them go there on the road, I sell two sweetie near a school gate. Them just a hustle, right? How that would have work out now with a woman there and her youth, considering say she don't have no profession.
You know what it is? All right, nowadays you have the whole computer thing, the Googles and all of this. You can go into everybody, you know. Usually when I meet a young person, I say, what you like to do? And all of them have an answer. All of them have an answer. So I am just saying, it's to embed into the mind, I said it earlier, on career day. You're going to say, we call career today, career featuring entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And that you have somebody tell this and use this, you know, because this is, I don't know, it's the most I put it in me to say this, because this is not just coming from my mouth, because it have to come from somewhere. But if you can turn the career day and switch it into an entrepreneur day, and you start doing it like that, we don't have to worry about what I'm saying to happen next week. But you get laid down and you find the kids. Some youth them like to pull up a phone and put it together. Some like, you know, take a box and make car.
Pull up the TV.
Some are scientists. Yeah. You know, a scientist is not a scientist that go on. Scientists people that can create certain juices, certain foods, and a scientist is a scientist. You know, a scientist can do anything. It's not just machinery. So if you change career day now into entrepreneurship, career featuring entrepreneurship for this year. And see, you know, if you can, what you can find from that. Because right now, it's 80% of the youth out there, they want to be a police. A police that they do not like. Because them parents don't like police because they live in an environment where the police abuse them, cousin and them thing, up to today. So how can you be something that you do not like? So we're having a total distortion going on in the minds of the kids, you know. Total distortion when you can go into self and find something that makes you happy and satisfied at the same time while you're going on. So while you're going through the regular way you're going through, but seek this other side now. That will give you an alternative thought pattern, a different frame of mind. You understand? Because it's not about police and guns, and it's not about, you know, another thing is too, one day we want to go and show the youth them, because the same guidance counselor couldn't believe when I said this to him, you know. Him say, I want you to come to my school and talk. Him say, you know, this you and me thing. I say, you know, the you and me. I say, no, you know, hear Rasta say I and I. Hear him, what that mean? Big old man, you know. I said, I and I mean, I can't see you without seeing myself. I can't see myself without seeing you. You are part of me. We are one. Hear him, Lord, the man about 45, you know. And when I said to him, man, is that make him invite me out to him, want me at the school to talk. I'm not going there to talk. But when I said that, when you see, that's another oneness now that we're creating. We're so clouded by the idea of Rasta being this and Rasta being that, that we don't understand. We don't go and look and see what we're talking about. And these are the things that are going to save our lives.
Them don't understand what Rasta are talking about. Them don't take the chance to go find out.
They don't want to find out because they're looking. They're looking, they're not thinking, they're just looking, because we have a problem in this country, you know. When this is somebody looking, first they look to see what am I born. You know, Lord, you know, you're nice, see? I was with my friend for 2 years ago in Muta, and she come in the other evening, she coming from Switzerland, and she not been to Jamaica from before COVID. And when I reached the gate, she said, Lord, Jackie, they could have looked good at you. I said, what are you saying? I said, I love you. Look at my sister. Look, it's 2 years and don't see me. What you looking at my blouse for? Stop looking at me. Stop looking at things and look into things.
That is a definite truth with the young people. Them nowadays. From them see them friend come out and say, whoa.
Yeah.
Where you get that for buy? And, take a picture.
I know what caused that too? The entrepreneur. We are buyers. What do you call it? Not entrepreneurship. We call it consumers. That's consumerism caused that little foolishness, that little senseless, stupid way of who look like what and look what. Look who, look where. Look inside of you and you find what it is that you never knew was there. Or if you want to call me, make I tell you what's inside of you. You understand? Because pretty much we are just out there with just like zombies walking around, not checking out what's going on, and we're bringing up children in the same pattern. That's why the children jump in for. You see the kids are jumping at the Oberlin. You know why them jump at Oberlin? Nothing wrong with them, you know. It's the style. Them see them mother and them granny are jump to the church where them go. So the jumping is a part of the style now. Going to
spiritual, that's right.
Going to spiritual, yes. When them granny and them having all of these I probably don't know what word you can use on this radio now. We can use ORGA NISMs, whatever. The grannies when they go to this church and them going crazy as women. That's why it's only women.
Jump up church we used to call it.
That's why it's only women jump up because we have. You understand? So now the kids, the children now see the grannies doing this and say, okay, this is a way of whatever, and they're now doing that. That's all that was. The kids
but I see it's also a mental thing with the youth them.
No, the anger is more mental, I think.
Yeah, well,
that was anger.
What we call depression, you know, I mean, all sorts of things that take place.
I thought that was theatrics brought on by the lady who was talking on the podium.
No, I don't see that theatrics. The thing says hysteria.
Kingston Technical is probably
hysteria.
Well, theatrics is a part. Hysteria is a part of theatrics.
No, because it's hysteria don't mean so you understand where you're going when you do this.
You lose yourself.
When you get involved in it. It's like when I mentioned it a while ago before you come on and say. It's like when you go a big festival, concert.
Yeah.
And you go there for go see one artist, Michael Jackson also. And when him come on the stage, not the man them, all of the woman them in
it's true, you know,
gone, we
start crying.
They start to faint and they have to come for them. That is where up not the
That's what I'm telling you, what is ready.
It's mass hysteria.
Yeah.
It's not no devil business with the youth them and you know, and them need to really figure it out.
But I'm just saying, I figure it's a mass hysteria, but what I'm saying, all right, hysteria presents itself in many different forms.
Yeah.
So the hysteria that I saw was the hysteria that I see in the churches where these ladies go and
because them is oriented
and the children go there and see them. And then,
she trigger it, you know.
Yes, I know, yes.
She trigger it with fair little argument, but devil and them and they must
that's
change
so
them
sad,
moves.
man.
And then it affect them and them start to get, you know, tight up.
It become inside.
And
they absorb it.
Explode.
Yeah, they absorb it, man.
Yes.
So yes, it's really something. We have a lot of work to do, you know.
Yes.
We have a lot of work to do with the children, and you know, I don't know if the village thing going to start the village, but we try to do our best here, Huta, as we in our little area here. We try to do our best with the children, and you know, usually the other day I saw one of them. He was about 5 years old, and I said, Ma, him call out your name, and I said, well, tell me something. What is it you like about Muta? Because I mean, you're a big old man, barefoot. There's everything supposed to run from. Like you're supposed to look for you like you're going to eat him. Okay, you know, so and him say, we like Muta because him is a real Jamaican. You see him, the little 5-year-old, you tell me, him never know how to describe it, but what he really meant is that you're a real person.
Yeah.
You're right. You're a real person that is telling the truth, and I mean, you know, regardless of who don't want to hear it.
All right, you know, for me, you know,
Tell me something about me, you know.
We have to go.
All right, then.
We have to go. So, yes, we give thanks for the call. We give thanks for the talk, and I'm looking forward to a beautiful dinner roll at the back there. I can't go that is place, right now.
Cook already.
All right, so. Yes, we give
blessings.
We give thanks. All right. Yeah, that was Jacqueline Cohen Hope giving her feelings, because when she talk with feelings, you know. Believe you me, not just talk, she talk with emotion and feelings. Given that I know her so long, I know how she express herself in relationship to certain subject, especially if she feel really strong about that. Well,
please, yes, okay. So I'm calling on 50 Rastafari that have money, 50 of them that can find $1 million, and then we'll get in touch. So we want $50 million, 50 Rastas with $1 million each. Here or there.
And we're going to do this.
We'll figure it out, no matter.
We'll figure it out?
Figure it out, yeah.
All right. Shall call that. Okay. Yes, this is the stepping Razer, the art of war. And here we go. Yeah, this is so amazing. You know that the man them devise a way how to find people in the rubbles. Like if a building fall down or mash down and people are under there. What them do is get some rat and put some little camera upon, tie some camera upon them, strap some camera upon them back. And the rat will run in the rubble. And them can see which part the rat gone because them have a camera. Them have a thing that show them, a computer out of the rubble that show them which part the rat there. And if them know exactly which part to go to save that person there. So rat have some use, apart from them use it for really operate and figure out human condition sometimes. Yeah, sometimes they use rat to find out about the human condition, biologically we are talking about, and otherwise, mentally, them use rat. Though them go use rat to find people in a building where collapse. I think that's a good thing. Okay, so we see also now, another news we see, where the Tigray and the Ethiopian them come to agreement to end the war. I don't know if it's any time going to end, but at that moment when them do it, which was the day before yesterday, them come to agreement, say, all right, ceasefire, make we work it out a different way. So I guess them will work it out diplomatically. We hope them do that. Then we say North Korea at tease. Why the people that are easy, We say North Korea at tease the South Korean them with weapon testing. Them are test weapons in the sea. It always is mind-boggling to see these men. Men are drop bombs in the sea without even thinking. Say you have living things under the water there. Even the water is living too. That is exactly how the invaders go to America and don't even think, say, people there on the land, even though them know say people there on the land, but them just disregard all of the people them who there on the land and come claim it for themselves and kill who them for kill. Well, is that we see a go on here so now? The North Korean them a test them thing and all of them dropping at the sea. One of them say, one of the South Korean them a say, one of them end up in the sea, the South Korean them part of the sea. Because it's one people, just one north and one south, That is really the problem with them something there. One north and one south. Same people them. It's same like Russia and Ukraine. Are the same people them. Same like China and Taiwan. Are the same people them. And when them talk like say black people are kill black people and fight against black people, it's a human thing. Okay.